Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Young Family in our YouTube channel. Today is June 21st, 2025. In today's video, I'd like to share with you my Fuyu persimmon tree because my Fuyu persimmon tree is bearing fruits. Meanwhile, I'd like to talk about premature fruit drop on persimmon tree. Stay tuned. Before I get started, I'd like to mention you on my YouTube channel, there's one playlist named as Persimmon Tree Propagation and Care. There's several videos talking about persimmon tree. I put a link down below in the description. Okay guys, this is my Fuyu persimmon tree. Take a look at. It is a pretty small and a young persimmon tree. So I'd like to invite you to take a look at the plant tag. I made it. So basically, this is a Fuyu persimmon tree. Last year in May, I purchased it from Home Depot Garden Center. Later, I transplanted this persimmon tree into a bigger container. But last year, in October, I transplanted this persimmon tree into the ground. So this is right now, you can see, it is in the ground, just in this kind of like a raised garden bed against this backyard wall. Early in March in this year, this persimmon tree began to break dormancy. Late in March, I can see some flower buds on some new shoots. In April and May, some flower buds began to bloom. Actually, in May, I can see some flower buds already began to set fruits on this persimmon tree. Actually, so far this year, I already made two videos specifically talking about this persimmon tree. The first one is regarding break dormancy. The second one is regarding blooming. I put a link down below in the description. So let's take a look at, this persimmon tree. You can see it is now bearing some baby persimmon fruits, right? You can see almost on all the the branches, the new branches this year. So take a look at, we just want to show you some fruits on this persimmon tree. Actually, started from June 1st, I found this persimmon tree began to drop some premature fruits on the ground. So actually, you can see right here, there's a small pot. I just collected all the, the dropped fruits right here. Some color is already changed to the brown color, but you can see this pedicel right here. You see? Let me count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Actually, yesterday I found two other, fruit drops right here. 1, 2. And this morning I found another one. So if I put all these premature fruits right here, you can see relatively small. So this one a little bit bigger. This morning I found this one. So if you compare these fruits with some fruits still bearing on this persimmon tree, you can tell the size is relatively smaller, right? Kind of relatively smaller. If you compare, compare. So kind of this persimmon tree is dropping some premature, the size relatively small fruits. So you can see right here, the pedicel still right here. Sometimes you can easily just remove it. You can see, remove it. And here I can see right here, there's another, just very easy to drop here. There's another pedicel. You see, 3 new. So totally around 15 fruits, premature persimmon fruits already dropped. So actually in April, I once cut this persimmon tree. That time I found have like 40, flower buds. So actually yesterday I count about over 25 fruits still bearing on this persimmon tree. So kind of 15 already gone. Actually, when I first found premature fruit drop on this persimmon tree, I have big concern about this fruit tree. So just as I mentioned, this is a pretty young and small persimmon tree. I purchased this tree last year in May. Actually, that time supposed to be blooming season, but unfortunately, I cannot see any flower buds on the new shoots. Actually, at that time, I cannot see any other pedicels on old wood. So that means this is the first year for this persimmon tree to bear fruits. Okay, so in today's video, I'd like to go through with you some factors may contribute the persimmon tree to drop some premature fruits. So the first things I'm thinking about is weather. Actually, we live in Southern California in Los Angeles City. So we have very mild, the climate. So recently, I don't think we have any very dramatically weather change or temperature change, which can contribute this persimmon tree to drop fruits. So weather is not a problem. Another thing is sunlight. Actually, I just mentioned I planted this persimmon tree in the backyard, just against the backyard wall. So this is one of the sunny spots in my property. So I think this persimmon tree can get adequate, sunlight. So the sunlight is not a problem for this persimmon tree. The third thing is watering. So basically you can see right here, I put some mulch on the top of the soil. So I just want to keep the soil moist and cool because the summer is coming. So if I remove the mulch, you can feel, you see, it is moist. So it is fine. I consistently and regularly water this persimmon tree. Regarding nutrients, so basically I consistently, feed my persimmon tree. So this is a very young, small persimmon tree. Actually, this year I consistently feed my persimmon tree with organic or inorganic fertilizers. So I don't think, this tree is kind of nutrient deficiency. You can take a look at, the branches and the leaves. They are pretty healthy, very happy. Just as I mentioned, this persimmon tree is very happy and healthy. I cannot see any sign this persimmon tree is infected with some pests or diseases. The last thing is pollination. As I mentioned, persimmon tree is self-pollinating, is a self-fruitful fruit tree. It does not need another different variety of persimmon tree for cross-pollination. Even though cross-pollination can help, persimmon tree to produce big and more fruits, but it is not necessary, required. Each flower on persimmon tree contains male and female parts. It can pollinate itself, but I cannot exclude the possibility all these premature fruit drops might be caused by inadequate pollination. So you might be wondering what's the reasons caused my persimmon tree to drop premature fruits. So basically there's two major reasons I'm thinking about. The first reason is the age of this persimmon tree. Just as I mentioned earlier, this persimmon tree is very young persimmon tree. It is the first year for this persimmon tree to bear fruits. Actually, for Fuyu persimmon tree, during the first several years, Fuyu persimmon tree very easy to drop some premature fruits. It is pretty common. It's a natural phenomenon for Fuyu persimmon tree. Another reason I'm thinking about is this Fuyu persimmon tree is overbearing. As I mentioned earlier, in April, I once counted, we have around 40 flower buds on this Fuyu persimmon tree. Even though later this Fuyu persimmon tree already dropped about 15 premature fruits. So, but this Fuyu persimmon tree still have like over 25 to 30 fruits bearing on this Fuyu persimmon tree. I'm not sure whether this Fuyu persimmon tree later, they still probably drop some fruits to the ground. But anyway, I think this two major reasons which caused this Fuyu persimmon tree to drop premature fruits. So basically, you can thin the fruits to reduce the stress of this tree. But I don't want to do it because you know why? I have no idea which fruits might be dropped by this fruit persimmon tree. So I would rather let this persimmon tree to select which one they are going to drop. So sometimes I just hold the branch and shake a little bit to let this Fuyu persimmon tree to drop some probably not developed very well, small sized fruits to the ground. But anyway, in today's video, I just want to mention you, my Fuyu persimmon tree is bearing fruits. I go through with you several reasons which might cause this Fuyu persimmon tree to drop some premature fruits. Two major reasons I think might be reasonable for this Fuyu persimmon tree to drop fruits. So right now it's around 9 o'clock. You can see this Fuyu persimmon tree is totally in the sunlight. You can see a lot of sunlight for this Fuyu persimmon tree. It is happy. It is very healthy. Okay guys, if you liked this video, please give us some up, like, share, leave comments down below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.